Subscribe to this channel. The information I am about to read may upset some viewers. Hit the like button and watch this video until the end so that YouTube can recommend this video. Justice for Jay. I am Kenyatta Scott's personal lawyer. This case will be solved. His family announced that his funeral will be held Sunday at 1 p.m. at the Bogalusa High School auditorium. Bogalusa police say both Javorius and his father, Kenyatta Scott Sr., were shot at this crime scene. The rapper was 24 years old. The mayor of Bogalusa, Wendy Parrott, released this statement in response to the shooting. The senseless shooting in Bogalusa, another tragic reminder of the pain that violent crime brings with it. First, I ask that our residents remain calm while the police continue their investigation. My thoughts and prayers are with the victim's family and friends. As your mayor and as a mother, I plead on behalf of our community and for our children. Today must mean enough is finally enough. Stop the violence. See something, say something. I demand that Louisiana State Police come in to aid BPD and WPSO. Bogalusa police are searching for one assailant in the shooting death of rapper Jaydayoungin, who was ambushed with his father and shot to death last week. Javorius Scott, who performed under the name Jaydayoungin, was sitting on the front porch of a home on Superior Avenue on Wednesday with his father, Kenyatta Scott, when a shooter came around the corner and attacked them, said Bogalusa Police Chief Kendall Bullen. Bullen said the 24-year-old rapper suffered several gunshot wounds, but the police chief could not confirm the exact number. The rapper was brought by EMS to the Our Lady of Angels emergency room before officers' arrival at the scene and later died of his injuries. His father was still at the scene when first responders arrived and began treatment before he was brought by private vehicle to the same hospital, Bullen said. Kenyatta Scott remains in stable condition. Police are unsure of the motive behind the shooting as of now, but are looking at every angle, Bullen said. However, Jaydayoungin's father's account of the story differs. According to a report by TMZ, Kenyatta Scott told the entertainment news outlet that 5 gunmen attacked him, 3 in a car and the other 2 by foot. He said he was also armed and shot back at the attackers. Bullen, who had said they are looking for only one assailant, also said the investigation does not indicate Kenyatta Scott returned fire. The father also told TMZ he believes the shooting was caused by jealousy of Jaydayoungin's successful rap career and that he likely didn't know the perpetrators. Jaydayoungin's career spanned 5 years, during which he collaborated with other notable Louisiana rappers like Boozy and Kevin Gates. His Instagram garnered over 2.8 million followers, and his most popular music video for the song 23 Island gained over 173 million views on YouTube. 2 other shootings occurred in Bogalusa that day, which police suspect were retaliatory to the shooting of Jaydayoungin. The final shooting resulted in a car chase before the assailants bailed out the vehicle and fled into nearby woods on foot. Police identified the assailants and confiscated their weapons, though no arrests have been made. Jaydayoungin had previous run-ins with law enforcement and gang violence across several rural parishes, including an arrest related to a shootout in Roseland that left 1 dead and several injured. Rapper Jaydayoungin was shot dead by 5 men who ambushed him while he and his father were sitting outside their Louisiana home. The musician, whose real name was Javorius Scott, was shot at least 8 times according to his father, Kenyatta Scott, who was shot twice in the arm. Speaking to TMZ, Scott told how he and his 24-year-old son were sitting on the lawn outside their Bogalusa home on Wednesday evening when a black truck pulled up in front of them and 3 people with guns jumped out. Scott said as he and his son attempted to flee to their house, they were met by 2 more people with guns who opened fire on them. The father had his own gun on him and shot back at the attackers. Jaydayoungin was rushed to the hospital while suffering heavy blood loss and died there after undergoing surgery. His father remains in the hospital in stable condition. Despite Scott's account, police said they are only looking for one shooter and have not yet identified any suspects. Bogalusa Police Chief Kendall Bullen told TMZ that his department is looking into all motives for the shooting, including gang-related activity. Jaydayoungin was signed to Atlantic Records in 2017. He had just been released from prison in June for gun-related charges. Instead, Scott said he thought the attack was fueled by jealousy, that the person behind the attack was envious of his son's success. Scott said he hoped his son would be remembered as a good, humble, and respectful kid. Jaydayoungin's grandfather, L.C. Jefferson, told WDSU that the family was determined to find the killers. "There will be no stone left unturned until we find out who took him," he said. "This is only what I hear. Someone came from behind the house with a ski mask on and gunned him down. In broad daylight. On a busy road. People have gotten so comfortable to where they think they can shoot someone down and not be caught." 2 other shootings where nobody was hurt took place nearby that same night. Police say they were related to the attack that killed Jaydayoungin but have not provided any further details. Bogalusa Mayor Wendy Parrott called for vigilance on the part of community members to put an end to local violence. "The senseless shooting in Bogalusa is another tragic reminder of the pain that violent crime brings with it," she said in a statement. "My thoughts and prayers are with the victim's family and friends. As your mayor and as a mother, I plead on behalf of our community and for our children. Today must mean enough is finally enough. Stop the violence. See something, say something." In October of 2021, police caught Jaydayoungin with a 9mm pistol he was not permitted to carry due to indictments he was facing in Texas over charges of assault on a pregnant woman and illegal possession of oxycodone. He faced 5 years in prison for the gun charges, but was released last month and credited with time served. Jaydayoungin was also out on $175,000 bond at the time after a September 21 arrest for suspicion of being accessory to second-degree murder and obstruction of justice. That arrest stemmed from an August 2020 incident in which a gunman fired a gun in a crowd of about 100 people, unintentionally killing a 21-year-old. It is unclear whether Jaydayoungin was connected to the shooting. The rapper was a proud father to a young son, who he often shared photos of on his Instagram account. In his last Instagram post, made a day ago, Jaydayoungin rapped while dancing and playing with his son. Jaydayoungin's most well-known singles are Ops, 23 Island, and Elimination. His 2019 album Misunderstood reached number 43 on the top 200 Billboard charts. After dropping out of high school at 18 to pursue music, the rapper saw early success releasing his music on YouTube and promoting himself through social media. Jaydayoungin was signed to Atlantic Records in 2017. He had worked alongside rappers like Lil Durk, Boozy Badass, Moneybagg Yo, and Lotto. It is unclear how much money the 24-year-old made in his short career, but a 2021 press release from Atlantic Records said he had garnered at least 2.8 billion streams from across the globe. The gunman collaborated and murdered the rapper in his native Louisiana. His father was also shot in the incident that ultimately took the life of the young rapper. Subscribe to this channel.